everybody doing? I hope you are doing fine. I welcome you to my YouTube channel. This is JEMIENAFTALY on the pediatric world, and it's only here, it's only in this platform whereby we talk about the common illnesses that children get while growing up, and we try to talk in a simple language. We try to be as layman as possible so that these mothers, these caregivers are able to understand, to have the know-how. They are able to have the knowledge and really know what is happening to these children while growing up. And the end result is to have healthy babies and improve their quality of life. So I welcome you back again. So today's topic is on developmental milestones. What is developmental milestones, if I may go by definitions? These are behaviors and physical skills seen in infants and children as they grow and develop. So basically, this is what we mean by developmental milestones. So let's start by knowing the neonatal reflexes. What are reflexes? Reflexes are primitive responses, and they are seen in these children again, and they occur as a response to specific stimuli, and this depends on the baby's wakefulness, how awake the baby is. So this is basically what neonatal reflex is all about. And these reflexes normally disappear. They are supposed to disappear in different times and up to 4 months. Persistence, if they go on, if they persist, then this one denotes something. It denotes a problem, and the babies may be having developmental delay. And again, if they are absent, absence also denotes brain or localized limb abnormality. So that's why we should ensure that they are there. They are not persistent, and again, they are not absent. So what are these neonatal reflexes? Number one reflex we call rooting reflex. And rooting reflex, if I say how we test for it, we normally take the finger of the baby, and from far end, we try to bring towards the mouth. And as you bring it this way from the farthest corner, the baby tries to turn towards that finger, and they want that finger to get inside their mouth. So normally this is a response. The baby wants the finger inside the mouth. So this way we say that rooting reflex is present. So that is number one reflex. Number two neonatal reflex we have is sucking reflex. So sucking reflex is tested by ensuring that the babies are able to breastfeed. They are able to get hold of the breast and attach them well. So this is how we test for the sucking reflex. Another reflex we have is swallowing reflex. And swallowing reflex is a permanent reflex. We call it permanent. Why? Because it does not disappear at a certain time. So it is always there. We ensure that the baby again is able to breastfeed, and they are able to swallow with no difficulties. So another reflex, we call it Moro reflex. What is Moro reflex, and how do we test it? Normally we get hold of the baby this way, and this is the head. So we try to release the head to the air, and how the baby responds towards it is by getting startled. The baby startled, and this we say that Moro reflex is present. So I hope we are able to understand. Another reflex is something we call palmar grasp. So this is the part. This is what we call a palm. So normally when you put the finger of these babies into your palm, they are able to grasp well your finger. And again, we say that a palmar grasp again is present. So those are the neonatal reflexes that you normally have. What are other developmental milestones that we have for all children? So number one developmental milestone is social smile. So the baby is having the smile, responding to everybody with a smile, and this smile should be attained very early, and this is 4 to 6 weeks. So this is when this social smile appears. Another milestone is neck support. The head, we call the head control or the neck support. So this is when you release the head of that baby. It's not going into directions and it is stable enough. This is what we call neck support, and they should attain this at the age of 3 months. Another milestone we have is pulling and sitting with support. This is whereby you support them with the pillows in a chair, for example, and because they cannot sit on their own, so they pull and they sit with support, and this should be attained at 3 to 4 months again. Now pulling and sitting without support, you don't have to support them using the pillows, so this again should be attained at 8 to 9 months. How about crawling down to the ground? Down, crawling around. So this again should be attained at 8 to 9 months. Standing with support. They are not able to stand alone. You have to support them. So when is it attained? It should be attained at 10 to 13 months. So this is standing with support. Sorry, standing with support is 9 months. Standing without support now is 10 to 13 months. When are they supposed to start speaking some words like dada, baba? So this one again should be attained at 1 year. So the baby should be able to talk dada and baba at 1 year. Few sentences normally is at 2 years, and running 2 years again. They should be dry by day again at 2 years. So basically these are now the developmental milestones. So what are red flags in infants, and what do we mean by red flags? Red flags, these are dangers. We know they are dangers in infants. And when do we know they are dangers? Number one, if they are unable to sit alone by 9 months. So this one we say these are red flags in infants, being unable to sit alone by 9 months. Another red flag is they are not able to transfer object from one hand to the other by 1 year. So this again is red flag. Failure to speak recognizable words by 2 years. Again, this we term it as a red flag. And so those are the red flags in infants. How about red flags in preschool children? Preschool children, now they are those kids that are bigger, and if they are unable to perform self-care, and self-care are tasks like simple like dressing themselves. If they are not able to attain this, again we say this is a red flag. The level of socialization, and these children want just to be alone. Now again, this is a red flag in a preschool child. If they are not able to follow directions, again, this is red flag. And also poor performance in preschool and kindergartens, again, this is a red flag. So I hope you understand, you're able to understand what our developmental milestones are and which one is supposed to be attained at what age. So thank you for staying with me. Thank you again. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit on that subscription button, subscribe, like and share. Also leave a comment in the comment section and hit that notification bell so that you are able to know whenever I post a new video. Thank you for staying with me. Till next time.